This is a general installation guide for brake pads and rotors. There may be some details that vary between car models, so please refer to your owner's manual. Have the following parts and tools available for your brake installation. First, you'll need your R1 Concepts brake pads and R1 Concepts rotors, a bottle of brake fluid, a caliper piston clamp or C-clamp, a jack and jack stands rated for the weight of your vehicle, and finally, we recommend using safety glasses and gloves. First, have the vehicle in the park position and make sure it is on a hard and level surface. Next, check the brake fluid level at the reservoir. This should be between the minimum and maximum level line. Before raising the vehicle, check all wheels remaining on the ground. Set the parking brake if the rear wheels will remain on the ground and loosen the lug nuts on the wheels just enough to break them free. Lift the vehicle and support it with jack stands using the proper jacking points. You should always use jack stands. Never attempt to work on an elevated vehicle held in place only by a hydraulic jack. Remove the lug nuts and the wheel. Place the wheel and tire assembly under the vehicle nearest a frame rail or crossmember in the event of a faulty jack stand. The wheel and tire will stop the vehicle from falling to the ground. Remove the two caliper guide pin bolts that hold the caliper onto the bracket, then remove the caliper and support it using a brake caliper hanger or a bungee cord. Never allow the caliper to hang from the brake hose because this may damage it. These next few steps depend on your vehicle, so you may need to refer to your specific manufacturer's guide for clearer instructions. Remove the caliper bracket bolts, then remove the caliper bracket. The rotor can now be removed. Sometimes rust will make the rotor bind to the hub and a mallet will be needed to loosen it. Firmly tap both the front and back side to cover all possible seized areas. Next, remove the pads from the caliper. This vehicle has pads that clip into the caliper directly, but this may be different from your vehicle. The next step is to compress the piston back inside the caliper. Before you do this, be sure to wrap a cloth around the brake fluid reservoir to prevent spillage. The piston has extended as the pad material wears. With new, thicker pads, you must return the piston back inside the caliper body to give the thicker pads room for installation. As you turn the handle on the clamp, it will increase pressure on the piston until it becomes flush with the surrounding metal. Push the piston in slowly to prevent unsafe back pressure. Place the new brake pads into the caliper. On this vehicle, the hardware is already attached to the pad, but you may have to switch out new hardware on your vehicle. Be sure to always replace the hardware. Clean any rust off the face of the hub surface with a wire brush or a hub cleaning kit. Rust or debris on the hub can cause rotor runout and lead to wheel vibrations. Apply a thin film of anti-seize to the face of the hub. This will make it easier to remove the rotor next time before installing the rotors. Install the caliper bracket and torque the caliper bracket bolts to the manufacturer's specifications. Install the caliper, making sure not to twist the brake hose. Torque the caliper bolts to the manufacturer's specifications. Then lower the vehicle back onto the ground to finish tightening the lug nuts to the manufacturer's specified torque. Remember to tighten the lugs in a crisscross pattern. This will prevent vibrations. When you've completed the full brake job, remember it is critically important the brake-in procedure is performed to provide consistent braking, quiet stopping, and a trouble-free performance. We hope you enjoy your newest performance upgrade with R1 Concepts brakes. For more helpful guides and tips, please visit r1concepts.com. Thank you.